Hey, what's going on YouTube? So here we are. We got two batteries. As you all know, I got a battery from China, and the battery I got from China is 70 amp hours, 72 volt nominal, 84-volt full charge, and the cell, the cutoff is 3.7, top charge is 4.2. Some whatever 400 over 400 cells that makes 770 amp hour battery. I also bought 2 years ago BTR battery, capacity of 50 amp hours. It's a leaf battery, so that's 20 series 1P, much easier. Anyway, so I just can't. The BTR battery, I was able to do speed of 50, 55 for about 45 miles in range. This battery, even though it's 70 amp hours, I was able to do about average speed of 50 miles an hour for 35 miles. So here's a dilemma. Here's a question. Why do we even bother with Chinese batteries? Um, if China is claiming 70 amp hours uh, in 72 volts, logically, I will be able to physically go further. And my hair is messed up from this is from my helmet. Anyway, so today I did the range test on the new Chinese battery, so called, and I did 35 miles and I completely got stuck. I got stuck on the worst street, which is Holland Boulevard in Staten Island, all the way at the end, not too far from Conference House. And obviously, if anybody is familiar with Staten Island, there is no stores, there's no banks, there's nothing there. Luckily, I had literally hot wired or hardwired a air conditioner a unit. So, um, God, I ran out of juice and I saw this clinic on Huguenot and Highland. And I was looking for an outlet. There was no outlet. Excuse me. And I went to the back of the clinic. Prior to that, I literally went in front of a house onto kind of like in front of a garage, and it was a Tesla charger. But I don't have any equipment to do Tesla charging, so that kind of sucked. I was hoping for the best, but again, this clinic came about on Highland and Huguenot. So if you ever get stuck over there, there is a air conditioner back, and there is God, some homemade outlet that I had to kind of like wire it. Um, it was funky, but it was so it wasn't originally wasn't working. I kind of had my tools luckily because I was riding my bike. I had my tools, screwdriver, Allen key, all that bullshit. So I was able to do somebody a favor and wire the outlet next to the air conditioner. So I'm hoping next time I get stuck over there because I already done the outlet. But so I hardwired the outlet from raw wire, and I was able to charge for about 10 minutes, which I was depleted at 63, and I charged all the way to 70, almost 71 in 10 minutes. I was charging at 12 amps. So my charger was showing me 15, but the battery was only receiving 12, which is pretty decent. So I got charged really fast. My biggest problem is that it's supposed to be 70 amp hour battery, and it's not. So I got fucked. I got ripped off, and that's the moral to the story. Um, Again, with BTR battery, I never had that problem. The biggest disadvantage about BTR battery was that it was only 50 amp continuous discharge and 100 amp peak discharge, so it kind of sucked. I'm not gonna go into depth of what BTR is offering. 60 amp hour, 80 amp hour batteries, which they actually discontinued the 80 amp hour battery, so that's a no go. But I mean, it's just so disappointing because I ran the bike at as far as 75% on Kelly, and man, she was running so good, and she was so aggressive, and she had great speed. I mean, at one point, I hit 60 miles an hour, which is awesome, and I ran a good distance. I mean, don't get me wrong, 35 miles is not bad, but it could be better for 70 amp hours. I would expect that from 40 amp hour battery, but not from 70, which we all obviously know, sitting over here and talking about it, that is bullshit. It's not 70 amp hour battery. It's just a fucking lie. So you just got to deal with that. Um, God, I hate saying it, but it seems like we're stuck off purchasing batteries in U.S. only, dealing with not necessarily local stores, but like when I say local, I mean like California. Like I'm in on East Coast in New York City, so I mean, I got no problem dealing with California, like chai battery. Um, there's the guys from Lithium Power Battery. I mean, they claim great batteries, and I believe they're great batteries. But I'm willing to pay $3,200 for a battery. That's a question. Now, yeah, it would be awesome to ride, the bike with a battery that's stable, and I think that's my goal, to have a stable battery. Um, this battery right now has only 2 cycles. Today was the second cycle that was fully charged because the BMS shows. I'm charging right now at 12 amps, so she should be full in a couple of hours. It's just so disappointing that I mean, don't get me wrong, I had a fucking great time. It was just beautiful. I wish I ran with somebody like Tony, because it's always two is always happier. Um, he uh, he did the bike. He did so much work on the bike. It's not even funny. So it's pretty cool to have a friend where I guess he's always bored, so he's always looking into projects, which is pretty cool. I love projects. He did a great wiring job. He did great settings on the bike. Um, I did additional lighting and things like that, inside outside, and the settings I was switching around back and forth, but I'm gonna leave it the way it is right now. I like when it's torquey and uh, responsive bike. I know I can do 35 miles on the bike at a decent power, so I'm very happy with that. She's very aggressive, which I'm thankful for. But again, if I only had a battery that's, let's say, Chai battery promises for Saran, or Chai battery promise for any other bikes, or power from lithium, in Jersey City promises their battery to be extraordinary and really great discharge of 4 or 500 amps, which is ridiculous. I can only imagine if I had the capability of putting my Kelly at 100% and putting my battery at 100%. Uh, it will be so violent. It really would be dangerous. But I think God, I hate saying it, but I gotta go to a business that has good reputation of selling batteries. Like Tony said, he spent $2,800 for his battery, and he has had it for 4 years, 4 seasons, and he has no problem. It's a 56 amp hour battery, and we ran together so many times last season, and he never ran out of juice. I think the lowest he went was 72 volts, which is bullshit. It's nothing. My bike at 72 volts kind of like gets a hiccup. But man, I'm so upset with this battery. It could be better. I mean, I can squeeze this season with this battery, you know. But I mean, I'm only waiting because I want to see what New York City is going to do with the laws for the electric bike. And again, it's a bicycle because it has pedals, and but it's like so comfortable. It's so cushioned. You guys see the videos? What I have a nice seat. Thanks to Tony, and it's just a dream to ride it. It's such a uh, joy to sit on a bike and just go free. Today I went on a bike because I was just lost. I didn't have a purpose in a day. The day just went by. I did a lot of things with my family, with my son. It was good, but it wasn't productive enough for me. So I says, let me go for a ride. I went for about a 2 hour ride, and I went into good places. I had the music on. I enjoyed myself. Um, I was looking for adventure, so I knew that not necessarily I'm going to get stuck, but I'm going to test the battery, and it might be a very um, uncomfortable feeling or experience, which I didn't pedal a lot. I got stuck. Even though I got stuck, I was able to get the last drop of juices, and I was able to get to the back of the clinic. Lucky me though, I looked in the back of the clinic and I found the outlet. And I know there's an application where it shows you all these good stuff, where you have all these outlets and possibilities of charging your electric vehicle. And I gotta look for it and see if I can find it. But it uh, it it was a good experiment, and I like it. But God, I gotta get a battery that's gonna make sense. I really do. I really do. Anyway, please share, subscribe, comment down below. Um, Tell me what you think. Have you experienced the same exact thing with the battery, where you were promised the world, the skies, and you got shit and shit on a stick, something like that? I don't want to be vulgar, but that's what it comes down to. But again, I'm giving you a suggestion: do not buy it from AliExpress, from Ali.com, because they are a ripoffs. And sometimes you even pay $2,500 and get shit battery. All right. But again, overall, great day today. We checked the battery, worked great, and we know where we're standing, 35 miles. So until then, folks, no more 45-mile distance, just 35. Be safe. Take care.